Hell's Paradise Episode 2. And sorry if you hear any noise in the background, but for some reason there is a lot of noise today. I just wanted to mention that quickly. And to be honest, I didn't expect this episode to get this good so quickly. The first episode was already really good, but I thought, maybe in the second, third episode, it was gonna get a little bit more stale. Not many action, but man, was I wrong because not only was this episode also great, just like the first one, but we also saw even more action than the first one, even though in the first one there was a lot of it too. So yeah, that surprised me in a really good way. We also got introduced to a whole lot of characters that are going to be part of the island that they're going to, the Heaven's Paradise or whatever you want to call it, Hell's Paradise. Yeah, we got introduced to the characters, and I guess you can say the people that are going to be with them. In this case, we got introduced to other of them, but mainly to the main characters, to the main criminals that are going to be going there to also retrieve, the elixir of life. So yeah, that was actually really interesting. For example, we got introduced to Yusuriha, which is another important character of this anime. But most important of all, we got introduced to a little bit more of the backstory of Sagiri, Yamada Asamon Sagiri, the other main protagonist besides Gabimaru. This second episode gave us a little bit of a taste of what is going on with Sagiri, her backstory, her life, her motivations, her way of thinking, and in general, her feelings, her reactions, seeing her react to certain things and certain events. So yeah, we also got a little bit of, focus on Gabimaru at the end with the reaction of Sagiri and all the other ones, which was really interesting because it shows that, I guess you can say the contrast between what is Gabimaru thinking and what is Sagiri thinking, what they think when they kill someone, because they go about it in different ways, in really different ways to be honest. We even saw Sagiri cry for a moment. It was a really good lesson that Gabimaru taught her, even though I don't think it was his intention to, to teach her that. Or maybe it was, I mean, who knows? Yeah, like I said, you can clearly see a difference in their whole philosophy of killing people, if you can even call it like that. One does it because he doesn't really want to do it, but has to do it. I mean, that sounded really confusing, but what I'm saying is that he doesn't want to do it, but in a way he has to do it because he wants peace and, he wants to have certain things met, so that is why he does it. I'm speaking about Gabimaru, of course. And on the other hand, Sagiri does it because, well, it is her job after all. I mean, she's not killing random people just because she wants to. She's actually killing criminals and bad people in general. But even though she's doing that, even though she's doing, I guess you can say, the right thing, not a bad thing, she still is afraid of killing people. You can see her in this episode doubting herself a lot when she was about to kill different people. I don't know how she will be going forward now that she has learned this lesson in this episode. She even, like I said, already cried, which, by the way, that was actually a pretty scene. It was actually pretty animated. It had pretty good art style. But yeah, it is to be seen how she will be going forward, in the third episode and going forward. Now that I guess you can say she's a little bit more stable, or appears to be, because who knows, maybe she's not that stable. Maybe that lesson that she learned in this episode is not that big as we all think it is. So I mean, yeah, a lot of things can happen. And yeah, the next episode is going to be really good because although we think this first and second episode were already really great, really perfect, I can already imagine the next episode being even better because we're finally going to get into the island, to the Hell's Paradise. We're finally going to go there, and I mean, I guess things are going to get more interesting because who knows what we'll find there. I guess there is going to be a lot of bad things. I guess there's going to be a lot of bad things because that is what everything is pointed at. Let's see how the dynamic between Sagiri and Gabimaru is going to be. I wonder how it's going to be because they're not really similar characters as of now. I mean, they have some similarities here and there. Maybe in the future they will have the same mentality. I can see that happening. But yeah, it is going to be really interesting to see how they will interact with each other. But yeah, like I said, Sagiri's backstory is very sad because you see her growing up as a kid, as a girl, and she's always bullied because she's part of the Yamada clan, and being part of the Yamada clan is basically being a person or part of a family that basically lives by killing people. I know I'm saying basically a lot, but yeah, that is how Sagiri saw it. And that is actually the truth because being part of the Yamada clan, she was actually bullied because of that. I mean, everybody knew back then that being part of the Yamada clan was being part of a clan that is actually really gruesome, really bloody. We saw how she tried not to think about it, but she could not simply not think about it because it was all around her. because it was all around her, the blood, the killing, and stuff like that. And yeah, because of that, one way or another, she ended the same as her father, being a Yadamada Aseamon, well, killing people, or not so much killing, but sentencing people. I guess we will learn more about her because although we got some bits about her backstory, I don't think that is the full picture of her. But yeah, that is basically everything that happened in the episode. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I guess I'll see you all in the next episode review.